Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess. I am a vintage home decor reseller. I'm out thrifting today in the Port Orange area of Florida. I live in a different area, so I drove about an hour and a half to get here. But I'm gonna take you along with me for the day while I thrift for vintage home decor, both for myself and for my shop, Cheap Thrills Thrift Shop. I have an Etsy and I also do in-person pop-up markets about once a month. So I'm out sourcing, but I'm also always out looking for myself. So come along with me today and we're gonna hit up a few of my favorite places in the Port Orange area. Okay, I just cleaned that lady out of brass. She said she had just put that out about 45 minutes ago, and so she had 4 brass animals. There's a couple other brass things in there. There's like a pineapple tray. I just stuck to those 4 animals. There's an elephant, a giraffe, a ram, and a chicken. I'm probably gonna keep the ram for right now, but the rest will be for sale. And then, what else did I get? At the first stop, the first place I went to, I got this, probably from the 70s, vintage clothes rack. So you clip different things that need to air dry into the clips, and then you just hang it up like either outside above your laundry area. I absolutely love this area. Every time I come to Port Orange to thrift, this neighborhood is like right next to that thrift store I was just at, and I always drive down the street. I just think it's stunning. It's like a lake, not beachfront, but some really cool older looking houses. Like, look at this one. Oh, their view with their huge windows. Everybody has a hammock in their yard. Don't you just imagine some like little widow living here? She has a garden in the back. She has the best view. Her friends come to visit her from out of town. She makes sun tea on her porch. So cute. Just little, a lot of them are very unassuming. I like this one. I think that one is so adorable. Oh, I love the blue one. These are a little bit older. Okay, we are now at what is lately my favorite Goodwill in Florida, and that I regularly go to anywhere. The one in the Villages in Lady Lake specifically used to be my favorite one, and it still occasionally has good stuff, but it is so picked through. It's weird because this store is always insanely, this is a Goodwill Port Orange. It is always insanely busy, but like it's been like that before in here, but I always find stuff. And their prices are better than other Goodwills, I will say. Like every Goodwill has gone up, and I feel like this one is higher than it really should be, but it's not as crazy as some of the other stores in this area. We'll see how much footage I can get and what I can find. just finished at the Goodwill. It was a little bit of a bust, honestly, today, but that sky ain't playing around. It's about to thunderstorm for sure. Alright, y'all, I am running out of steam, to be honest. It is like 7 p.m. I've been out since about 2, but you have to factor in a lot of driving that I had to do. I think I've been to 4 thrift stores now, 2 Goodwills and 2 smaller stores. I'm currently in Sanford. There is a Goodwill and a more local thrift store right beside each other, literally next door to each other. Wish me luck in these last couple stores. I hope that I find something really cool in there. Absolute disbelief, you guys. I'm in fucking disbelief that I just said I was kind of feeling over it and almost ready to go home. And then I find that for $8. Look at it. It's incredible. Okay, I'm at the Lady Lake Goodwill now, and I told you guys their pricing was fucking crazy. This is a cool old vintage Dymo label maker. They want $40 for it, so if you want that, it's here. This is super cute. I don't think it's vintage, but I'm not really sure. But it's all a little art of San Francisco. Super cool, but cards do not sell at all. Alright friends, so it is the next morning and this is my pile. This is the full haul. I'm very happy with it. I think I got some amazing things yesterday. That crewel, that was a fucking score. Before I found that, I thought this was the score of the day. This, like, laundry dry hang rack. Oh, I forgot the towel was down there. I got a cute little towel, vintage towel. It has a lady on it, and then it says, I love my work, but this isn't it. The brass animals were obviously a huge score. They were $12 each. So I got an elephant, giraffe, and the giraffe has a little baby giraffe. Chicken and a ram. This wooden box, absolutely stunning. Little vintage timer. 2 of these, what seemed like brass on the bottom, but I'm still not convinced this is really brass. If it is, it might be plated with something because the feeling is just not the same. But filigree candle holders potentially. I didn't show you guys much of this in the footage, but I got this speckled, presumably made in Japan, pottery mug. Love the speckled pottery. Inside of it I have all of these old Hot Wheels cars that I got. Would you like to see the haul? Okay, anyway. But I think I have this really big market coming up in November. It's like a 3-day huge, like at an expo haul, and I think just for styling purposes I've been trying to pick up some little cute, and I'm like, if there's a kid in the booth and I sell these for like even just $2 each, that could be cute. So I made sure I looked at the dates on the bottom of all of them to make sure these were actually the older ones. Underneath of all of this we've got a vintage sewing box. I actually just got a humongous bag of vintage thread a few weeks ago, so I'm gonna fill this, and then I have another vintage sewing box I'm gonna do the same thing with, and that way these can be like sold as a full kit. I got, this might seem kind of silly, but I collect vintage kitchenware. I have some old folding cups. I have some, like, maybe I'll do a tour sometime and show you guys some of my collections, but this was $2, and I love old packaging as well. I've been wanting a vintage pencil sharpener for myself for like colored pencils and pencils. This one was, I want to say $7 or $8, so, and it works. It wasn't tested, I don't believe, but I brought it home and it works, so I'm really excited about this. I'd rather use a cool old style with the sound, you know, makes you feel like you're back in elementary school. Got a rosewood box. I have quite a few of these right now. They're being a little slow to sell, but I still think they're worth picking up if they're only a few dollars. I didn't show you guys this at all, I don't believe, but it's like a banker's lamp style lamp, but it's completely made of wood and it's handmade. You can tell it's old, it needs cleaned, but I thought that was really cool because banker's lamps sell really well and wood things sell really well and handmade things sell really well. So that's just a cool piece. I promised myself I was going to stop bringing home lamps, and I guess I always have room for exceptions. This right here is just so cool. When I saw it in the store, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? It's a laundry like dryer. So you would like put this either outside or above your laundry machine, hang things. A couple of the clips are broken. Actually, now that I look at it, several of the clips are broken. It folds, which is just awesome. It's also really hard to find this online. Like, I've tried using keywords, I've tried doing reverse Google image search, and it's just such a weird, like weirdly shaped piece that it keeps thinking it's other things. That's another like TBD along with those filigree candle holders I need to like do some more research on. We've got this brass rubbing. I was actually gonna leave this behind. I was in the checkout line and something in me just said you need to go back and get that. Even just if it's not really that valuable, I do think it's really cool and pretty. And yeah, it says from the Air family tombs. And then, I mean, obviously the star of the show. When I rounded the corner and I saw that there was a crewel sitting there, I feel like that's normally the first gut feeling that you have is that a crewel? That is just a beautifully done scene, one that I don't think I've ever seen this exact pattern before. And then small little weird flaw is the I and T are, in my opinion, too far away from each other. But it's kind of funny. It kind of gives a character. I love it, and my urge is to keep it, but knowing how much it's probably worth, and not only that, but I don't think I have like an amazing place in my home for this. I feel like that'd be so cute in a baby nursery, for example. So I'm probably going to end up selling it, even though I love it and it's awesome. But I am in the business to be a business and not keep everything, which brings me to my final point, which is going to be, I'm going to do two separate piles. One is my keep pile, one is my sell pile, because I'm always curious about this. For you, it'll be the magic of a couple seconds. Okay, this is the pile that's for sale. I have both the pieces of art, the banker's lamp, the towel, 3 of the 4 brass animals, the little filigree candle holders, the mug, some of the Matchbox, most of the Matchbox cars, sewing box, timer, rosewood box. That's a pretty solid pile, so I'm feeling good. This is my current keep pile. I'm gonna keep the brass ram for now. I don't see those very often, and I love a good brass animal. I rotate them around my home, so eventually he'll probably be for sale. Pencil sharpener, this great carved box, the plastic forks, and then I'm keeping one of the Hot Wheels for my mini shelf, which is up here. So, and my office is a mess, so please excuse. But yeah, my keep pile is very small compared, so I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and you can look for this stuff either in my Etsy shop or pop-ups. If you have any questions about anything, you can message me. But thank you so much for being along for the ride with me yesterday. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.